So hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel again, and today we will be discussing the today's daily challenge for 9th of February, and the question number is 2306 and the question name is name a company. So I'll advise you to first go through the problem statement and try the approaches yourself, and if you are stuck or if you want to know some other approaches, then watch this video tutorial. Okay, so the question is straightforward. Basically, you will be given an array of strings and it is named as ideas, and basically you have to take two distinct names from this ideas array. Basically, you have to pick up two strings from this and you have to swap the first character in both the strings. Okay, so if you take coffee and donuts, so if you take this, then if after swapping the first characters, it will become like this toffee and coconuts, and if any of these is present in the original array, then this is not a valid pair. But as you can see, this is also not present in this, and this particular string is also not present, so that is why it is a valid pair. So we have to count how many distinct valid pairs are possible. Okay, so this is the question, and basically if this is valid, then if we swap the two, then that one will be also valid. So you have to count both of them two times basically. So coffee and donuts and coffee. Okay, so you have to count them two times. So this is the question, and you have to tell how many distinct pairs are possible. So, and the constraints, you can see that the size is 5 into 10 raised to power 4. So if you try to do a brute force solution for this, like checking for each and every pair whether it is valid or not, so it will be n square time. And in order to check whether that particular string is present in in the brute force solution, what will you do? Check for every pair, then swap the first character, then see whether that particular new string which has been formed, whether they are there in the original string or not. So in that, like, you can use a set to check whether they are there in the original string or not. So if you are using set in C++, it will take log n into length of string. Length of string is very small, like 10, so 10 factor, that will also come, and log n factor will also come because the size of the set will be log n. So I'll advise you to go do the brute force solution yourself. It will be n square log n into the length of the string, that much complexity. So I'll be telling you a optimist approach for this, and this question is based on some observations only, like it is not involving any algorithm or something like that. Okay, so what we observe here is, see, we suppose there are two strings. Okay, suppose there are two strings. One string is t a e and the other string is t plot, basically something like this. Okay, so if you take these particular strings, then after swapping it will be just t only, because t and t will swap, and this will be t plot only. So these are the same strings, and if you will find the value of t in the original string, yes, t is already present and t plot is also present. So this is not valid basically. So this particular string is not valid. Okay, this particular choice is not valid. So we observe one thing, that if you pick two strings and they are having same first character, then they are not valid. Suppose you pick a, and after that you are having, suppose x1 is that complete string that you are having after a, then you pick a, and x2 is another string that you are having. So after swapping, it will become a x1 only and a x2 only. So this ax1 is already present in the original map. Okay, because swapping will not lead to any difference here, so it will be not valid pair. So we say that when we pick two strings, they should have two different start characters. Okay, so this is one thing. So what we do is we club all the strings by the first character. Suppose there are three strings b c d, b e f, then I have k c d k g h. Okay, Now suppose these are the two strings which are there, these are the four strings which are present. I club them based on the characters, and with this B I keep CD. Like this was one string, right? BCD, this was one string, but I break it in the first character. So this is BEF, then this is KCD, and this was KGH. So I break it in the first character, and I keep with B the suffix, all the suffixes which are present. So CD is one suffix which is present, and EF is another suffix which is present. And then there is this K, and with this K CD is present and GH is also present. Okay, so now the second observation. Now we will take one string has to come from here and the other string has to come from here, because we have said that the starting character of those particular two strings should be different. So suppose BCD will come, and you take any of them like KCD or you take KGH. Okay, now see, when you will when you will swap them, it will become like, when you will swap the first characters, the two strings, the new strings will be KCD, and it will be BGH. Now you observe one thing, that this KCD is already there in the original string, and this CD is also there. This particular CD is there in K also. So it was there in B and it was there in K, and once we swap we will get this KCD. So this KCD is making this pair invalid, because it is said that any of the particular new string should not be there in the original string. So this is also not valid. So we observe one more thing, that if a particular substring that is not including the first character, if that is there in both the particular with B also and with K also, if it is present in both of them, then if you try to take this CD, it will not work. If you take this B, EF, and with K also you take this CD, then this will become BCD. It will become like KEF and BCD. Then BCD is already present in here, it is present because it is present here. So it will not matter if this CD is present in both, taking the CD won't work. So what you do, remove this CD from both of them, remove it and remove it. So now this is a valid pair, like BEF and KGH. After you swap, it will become like KEF and BGH, and basically these are not present in the original string. So what you have to do, suppose there is some other XY here and LM here. So then this BEF will make a pair with KGH, and also it will make a pair with KLM, and this BXY will also make a pair with KGH and will also make a pair with KLM. After removing the common strings here, like here CD was common, so we removed the CD. So here you can see that there will be 4 pairs possible. Okay, so this will make pair with this and this, so 2 pairs from here and 2 pairs from here, so total 4 pairs. And basically this BF and BEF and KGH, and this is also valid, KGH and BEF. So total there will be 8 pairs. So at the end you multiply the answer with 2, basically because these pairs have to be counted twice. So this is nothing but you take any one from here and any one from here. So the number of pairs will be this size into this particular size. Suppose there are 3 letters here. Okay, suppose there are 3 strings here and 2 strings here. after removing the common ones, there are 3 here and 2 here. So the number of pairs that can be formed is, you have 3 choices to take from the first one and 2 choices to take from this. So multiplied by 2 and also multiplied by 2, because every pair has to be counted 2 times. So it is size of the first multiplied by the size of the second into 2. So this is for every pair. If you do this for every distinct pair, like first do it for AB, then do it for AB, then do it for AC, then do it for AD, and all the way, if you do it for all the characters, then basically you are done. So this is it. Basically it is an observation based problem. Okay, and this is the whole logic behind this problem. So let me now code this. So int num is equal to ideas dot size. Okay, I am naming it array for simplicity. This is not required, but yes, I'm like for simplicity I'm doing it. Then create a map with a character. You place a string. Okay, map. Then for int I is equal to 0, I less than num, I plus plus. Then map of first character, like arr of I 0 dot push back. This is a vector, basically this is a vector of strings, so it will contain all the strings. Or better to do it like this, that better to make it like instead of map, make for every 26 size, like for every character make it. So then there will be 26 vector of strings. So vector of string, and we have name it as v only, and make it of size 26. So v of 0 will be corresponding to the A, v of 1 will be corresponding to the B, v of 2 will be corresponding to C. Okay, so v of, now how to, like this is one character, how to go from this character to the particular index. So you subtract from this small a. So a subtracted from a will give you 0, so we are at the 0th index. B subtracted from a will give you 1, so we are at the 1th index. So this is it. And this push back, we have to push the string which is excluding the first index. So it is nothing but arr of I dot substring and with a 1. Okay, so basically dot substring 1, this we push. Dot substring 1 is like starting from the 1th index to the end you push. So 1th index is this 1th index. Okay, this is the 1th index, and from the 1th index you find the substring and push it in that particular vector. Then we have so we have to return long. So long answer is equal to 0. Now you iterate over all the pairs. So I less than 26, I plus plus. For int j is equal to 0, j less than j is equal to I plus 1, because we are to find all the distinct pairs, like A will combine with B, then A will combine with C. So this is the one, like j will start from I plus 1, j less than 26 and j plus plus. Then we will get two characters, and we have to now remove the common substrings which are there, common substrings, or find out the common substrings. So common is equal to 0. So what you will do, you will just iterate over iterate over any of them, and if it is also present in the second one, then that is common. So since we have to find whether that particular string is there in that or not, so instead of set vector we will have a set. Okay, so these two things will only change. Okay, So there are distinct names. So yes, set is also valid, like you don't have to make a multi-set here, because like in this ideas every string is distinct. So set will work here. Insert this substring. So for auto str, so if it is there in, this is arr of I, so if it is also present in arr of j, so if arr of j dot find this str not equal to arr of j dot end, that means it is present. So you will do common plus plus, and after you have found out the common, then you will do answer is equal to answer plus 2 multiplied by, so we will have to find, see, after removing the common we have to multiply the two sides, right? So here we were multiplying 3 times 2. 3 is the size of this particular set after removing the common. So this is nothing but set size minus common. Okay. 2 multiplied by arr of I dot size minus common and multiplied by arr of j dot size minus common, and at the end you return the answer. But see, this is an integer, this is also an integer, so integer into integer, the multiplication will take place in integer only. So it is possible that they exceed the limit of integers, because you are multiplying with 2 also. So what you do, like in order to ensure that the calculations take place in long, you multiply it with 2ll. Now since this is long, so all the calculations will take place in long. So all the multiplications and all will take place in long only. Sorry, it is sub str. Like we name it as sub str, like in C++, not equal to arr of j dot end. So arr of j, arr of I str dot find, this is a string. What is it, is equal to arr of j. So we have made a set of string. Okay, arr, not arr, this is v, sorry, this is v, this is also v, this is also v, this is v, this is also v. Yes. Yes, so it is working basically. And what is the time and space complexity? So space complexity is basically O of n, because overall all the strings, if you combine all the strings, it will form this arr only. So whatever is the size of arr, like n into the length of the array. Okay, so this arr is having n size, and every string is having a length of 10, suppose. So it is nothing but n into length, and in the sets also all of them will be present. So the space complexity is like this only, n into the length, and the time is basically every string here. Okay, so here this is a 26 square loop, and inside the 26 square loop we are just iterating over all the strings. So basically one by one we are iterating over all the strings. So if you consider from that perspective that every string here will come just 2 times. Okay, every particular string will come here just 2 times. One time, see, suppose there is this a, with this a there is this bc, and comma there is this ef, and with this d there is this this EF and this DE. So basically what you are doing here is, like, this particular A you are comparing with all the other 26 characters. Okay, so what will happen here is this will be compared with 26 times, this will be compared 26 times, then similarly everyone else will also be compared just 26 times. So it is nothing but 26 into that n into length of the string will be there, because when we do string comparisons it will take whatever the length of the string there is and into a log of n also. Log of n, because we have made a set, so in order to search we will need this set, right? Basically when we search, then in order to search from a set it takes n times, so the set size can be maximum n, and all the pairs are like 26 into 26, like basically this is 26 into 26, but inside this every particular element is being traversed. So this will be traversed just 26 times, then this will be traversed 26 times, then other will be traversed 26 times, so overall it is this only. Okay, so yes, that's it for this video, and like this is the most optimized solution. If you change this set to unordered set, then it will be, this login factor won't be there, but that is just a slight yes, that is just a slight optimization. On the average unordered set is better. Okay, but yes, that you can remove. So yes, that's it for this video, and hope you liked the solution, and if you have any doubts feel free to ask in the comment section. And yes, that's it for today, and see you in the next video.